Hi everyone.
Hello,
Well,
everyone. Welcome to the Open Flow.
I'm Callie.
Yes.
We're gonna go deep.
Yay, we are surfing the waves of life.
Flowing, sometimes getting lost in the currents.
I know.
What
We're
is the
hearing.
main what do you have to do in order to flow though? I feel like there's one essential thing that has to happen.
Surrender.
Yeah. Which is one of the things we'll talk about today.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah. That just lit another little insight on surrender for me.
I'm like, I have goosebumps about this topic.
Yeah, awesome. But before we dive into surrender, we're going to take a moment to look at the astrology of this week. And I'd say surrender is a theme just with the heavy Cancer energy. Um, and yeah, we're right in the thick of Mercury retrograde. Uh, and I feel like I'm at a loss of words right there. It's like,
It's
all
like,
of
what
a
else?
sudden.
Yeah, pretty. I mean, I can definitely add a little bit some of the things that I have been channeling around this specific time. And it's like, so what comes with the energy of Cancer, right? It's like it is a water sign, but it also has this containment. It has this protective kind of shell and this armor.
Mm,
And I think like it is a really important time. Mercury retrograde is a really important time to reflect, right? Especially on patterns that keep reoccurring, especially with Cancer in areas of your life where you may still be playing small. So
yeah.
that's something that's coming up for me hugely, like
Mhm.
hugely. And it's like this thing that I keep feel that's like I don't even know how to articulate. Sometimes the English language just sucks. There's just no words, especially when you're a channel, you know.
Right? It's like,
You say these,
cannot compute.
right? Yeah, it's like things that just keep coming up, and I'm like, why does this keep coming up? Why do I? What other perspectives? Like, do I need to look at this from a different perspective? Because it's appearing again. Like during this time, like I probably had three old relationships surface,
Yeah.
and dad, and now things with my mom, and old identities that are coming up just to be seen again.
Yeah. To be seen, it's like that's a Cancer thing too, because what does Cancer do when it feels uncomfortable? It's like,
I did a
I'm in
shell.
my shell.
Uh
Uh,
huh. Exactly.
Yeah.
Susie. And yeah, I I'm about to be published in a British magazine this weekend. This week.
Yay.
Um, I'm fully putting everything out there. This is no holds barred. This is the final rebrand.
That's exciting. Yeah. That's congratulations on that. That's huge. I think with the energy shifting into Leo too, that'll be really supportive. It's like there may be a little bit of like, emotions to move through, but then it's like you're just gonna shine on the other side.
Yeah, the timing feels really, 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 really cosmic.
Ooh, wait, you said this next week? Dude. I feel like it's giving like galactic sensation just with the huge. Yeah, I
I
gotta
hope
say.
I hope it's not a disaster. Like
It's not gonna flop.
at the risk of me fucking up publicly again.
Just keep going. Just keep going.
Right.
I think that's one thing too with like this water energy, right? And like the Cancer and the depth and the intensity. I feel like Cancer energy comes like fast, like when you get taken out by a wave, right? It's like it's that kind of ocean where it's like you're just it can absolutely just take you out too, like the intensity of it. So, but what do you do after you get taken out? It's like you need a little bit of time to recover and then you get back up and you wait for the next wave.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And the waves are building for sure. Um, I think I've said this every time, but I feel like next week when we connect, it'll be a different energy. And it's true, things are always changing.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, it's a pretty big. I'm seeing it as like an unlocking in a cosmic code that now there are things able to come into alignment that have been waiting centuries, millennia, like a long, long, long time.
Yeah.
So that's
I
I think
agree.
why the work feels extra heavy right now too. It's like, oh, we got to get move through this stuff and let go so that we can activate how we're supposed to.
Totally. I think something that we should maybe do just going forward, because I kind of like it. It's like a kind of like a week in review, right?
Mm,
Since our last channel, like the astrology that we spoke about then and what we channeled then and how that is essentially how that has potentially manifested in our lives over the past week. Because I love like the whole, proof is in the pudding type thing,
yeah.
right? And like I think that when we had the call with Alana and we spoke about, working with the masculine and those energies and everything. Like, I feel like that is something that has been a theme in our last week of our lives
Yeah.
since we spoke
Totally.
about
How has
it.
it
Yeah.
shown up for you?
I mean, for me, I realized that I no longer need to be in a romantic relationship with men, not at this point in my life. Because what, yeah, what's most important right now is co creation and co collaboration. Because we need to demonstrate, you know, that men and women can be healed together and hold hands and create magic there.
Yeah.
So that's
So
been a huge
true.
piece of my week. Yeah. How about you?
Dude, it came up in some crazy ways, I feel like. One of my, I think, strongest realizations around the masculine energy and dynamic for me, like, I'm living in my hometown where my roots go back 5 generations, and I'm really feeling connected with my, like, great great grandmother Petra, and I've always had a strong connection with her, like, in this life, and she's been coming to me. And this weekend, I had a realization. Her story, just a tiny bit about it, she's the one who landed in this small town in Nevada. She came from Spain. Her husband wrote her by mail. He was already here sheep herding. Wrote her by mail. She married by proxy, took a boat and then a train by herself all the way to Nevada, like from Spain, and just took this risk for a new life, right? And I don't think it was a very good relationship. She had like 9 kids. I think he was abusive. Like, I don't know for sure. That's what she's shown me and what I feel. And there is like some deep trauma in my family with the men, like, especially on the woman's side. And I feel like I'm the one who's breaking the cycle and like
We
doing
both
the
are.
work.
We
And
both are.
yeah. And I've had like gnarly engagements with interactions with men where I'm like, dude, this is like deep karmic crazy stuff.
And you're the
Um,
one strong enough to handle it. And so
yeah.
that's what's coming through you. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I had a similar thing where it's like I feel like my heart does yearn for a partner, and it's like I've been seeking and asking for it and whatever, and like, one, surrendering that, and then two, oh my god, what a blessing to be 29 years old, single, free, like I have
Right.
my whole life ahead of me. This was her dream. It's like this was her dream, to be an independent woman, and she was never able to. And
Oh,
so
I
I feel
love
like,
it.
yeah, it was,
Beautiful.
yeah.
Yes, Callie. That's amazing. I had something I was going to say on that and it totally just like swept through me. But yeah, I mean, like our grandmothers, right? And like, I can say that my grandmothers have definitely, even my own mother, have lived vicariously through me. And it's something that I've just felt throughout my life, and
Mhm.
even though it's like I know that it confuses them, right? Because it's like, wait, this is okay. Like she's happy, she's alone, she has her own business, like you know what I mean? And like
Yeah.
she's a good mom and she's by herself. And it's like, oh, okay. So it's brought up a lot of interesting conversations. And it's funny because my mother, she has I wonder if she's gonna watch this. I don't know. I have no idea what she watches online.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like no matter if she understands it or not, she has always been there to support me. Like anytime I have left a man, even if it's like
Yeah.
super bad, she would always be there. Always, no matter what.
Yeah. That's one note. It's like I don't want to tell my mother, but I know I can count on her if I need,
Exactly.
you know?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And it doesn't, yeah. And there's so much beauty in the fact that, my mom maybe doesn't understand at all. But the fact that she's still like, okay, here's what you need. Okay. You know what I mean?
Another quick note on how like the masculines showed up this week for me. Um, I had this like pa deep heart pain about like just the kind of the energy of just the toxic masculinity. And I know there's many like beautiful, wonderful men out there, but just that, especially in America, like the American man, destructive energy. And I was just feeling that and feeling this like deep heartbreak for the mothers. It's like what like the mother's pain, like our even our earth mother, like how we're treating earth, like that deep pain of like how could my children like be like this, you know? It's just heartbreaking, but it's just society, really. It's like it creates this it's created this persona.
Yeah. And it's all changing now, Kelly. Like this is here. I didn't think that I would ever see something like this, a shift like this in my lifetime. But I have a co-sister who like she's very tapped in to politics and like government and like conspiracy and all this stuff that I get my news from her because I refuse to watch the news, right? I'm like, okay, give me the highlight reel, you know, how bad is it today? You know what I mean? And it's like, she's like the systems, everything that has worked before is no longer working. And she's like, and they just keep trying to put a patch on it, keep trying to put a patch on it. But the boat is like literally riddled with holes. And so it's like, it's going to sink. So that's why we have to rise. You know what I mean? Together.
Yeah. Which like makes me think of surrender. It's like when you're in a situation like that, like we are now, at what point do you surrender? And I feel like we're seeing heightened fight because of that. Because it's like before you surrender, generally there's resistance or a fight.
And it's the patriarchy. It's the masculine that has to surrender because for the most part, the feminine is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think we are yearning to be in our biological roles, like yearning on a soul level. And it's like we've been kept from that and we are sick of fighting. It's not who we are, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm just like really curious to see because what explodes, you know what I mean? And how
oh my gosh. So funny you say explode. Yesterday I was on a walk and I just felt like my energy, my creative energy is exploding. And like, especially with what I'm putting out there, I'm like, I don't even, like some of it's kind of cringe. Like I'm doing a healing journey on YouTube but I'm exploding. I'm like, I need to share. I need to like put it somewhere. And it's like, what do you do in an explosion? And then my reflection was like, maybe I just let it settle and then figure out what to do instead of exploding.
Yes, yeah. I want to talk about chaos, right? And surrender to that. Surrender to chaos because it's like, okay, hear me out. We've been told it has to be a certain way, and there's still the subconscious conditioning that like that chaos is not beautiful. That it is something that it has a negative connotation, like, oh, she's chaotic, like she's tumultuous, like she's, you know, there's things that aren't placid going on.
I feel like, yeah.
And, you know, there is, gosh, like what a depth of experience though.
Oh yeah.
My life for a while. And it's like, I'm just like here for the ride because I'm surfing. You know what I mean? Like
there's thrill in it, I think, for sure. Right?
Yeah. Grip. You cannot white knuckle it because you will literally like face plant. You will not be able to stand up on your surfboard.
True. That's super true. Yeah, it's that balance between like it's like dynamic flexibility too.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been at one point in my life I was very type A in like high school and then I changed totally and I've been like a queen of chaos for years. But I think there's as long as it's a little bit in my shell and under wraps, people don't know how chaotic I really am. Because I feel like there's judgment with chaos.
There's visibility wounds there for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
I
visibility wounds triggered. But we're doing it.
Let the free flag fly.
I'm like, literally, dude,
Weird.
I'm at the point right now, I'm just like, upload, post, send, never leave again, but it's there.
Just make a really pretty thumbnail in Canva and slap it on there, and then whatever is underneath, like, you're still gonna click.
Yeah, it's like forget about everything else, everything I said.
It's about the authenticity, you know what I mean? And that's what is really being rewarded now. We're coming full circle. It's like I love it. I feel like the 90s are coming back.
Yeah. What a great time to be on the internet. It's like kind of a revival of the 60s and the 90s at the same time, like these cycles that are kind of
I feel like
coming
my
in on
two
itself.
favorite like decades. Yeah, I wasn't alive in the 60s, just for the record.
Right.
I was born in 1990.
That's funny.
But my mother was 1965, and so like I got to experience all that
Mm.
music and just like
Yeah.
a lot of the funkiness.
Yeah. Our moms are about the same age. Mine's 67, so that makes
Okay,
sense.
so my mom's 61. Yeah,
Cool.
just turned 61 last week.
Nice. Happy birthday, mom.
Hey, mom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Um, yeah, let's see. What else do we have? Um,
Did you pulled something? I think we both pulled something before we got on the call. Do you want to talk about that?
yeah,
Because it's
so
obviously aligned.
I'll start with mine because I feel like it kind of leads into some of the other themes. But the message I received was like when you recognize the cyclical nature and that like life is happening in patterns and like there are lessons to learn, and if you don't learn the lesson it'll repeat in a new form and fashion. um, and it feels like once you recognize that, there's a level up and a different like game you're playing of life, because then you have more choice and autonomy to then be like a conscious agent in your life, right?
I channeled. One of the things was that the message? Yeah.
Hmm.
So for me, it was that we're always spiraling upward, right?
Yeah.
And so what we're getting is just a vantage point every time, and these patterns repeat so that we can look at them from a different point of view, and it's like as we continue to elevate our consciousness, we actually gain the ability to make different choices, and that is part of the game of life, which makes it super fun actually,
Yeah.
because we're seeing these patterns. A lot of people have like, oh, like this is back again, you know what I mean? And it's just like it feels like, why does this keep happening to me? And a lot of people say that, but really it's like you're the freaking main character. If you
Yeah.
want to totally rewrite history, like, and you want to choose in this upward spiral to like make a different choice this time, or even do it a different way, you can,
Mm-hmm.
because you've
Yeah.
grown now. You're not the same person who experienced this before. So, like, totally, girl.
Two thoughts on that. The first is like the power of growth mindset and just the mind to also like change your reality too. Like if you have a negative perspective, it's gonna have a different like
Yeah.
flavor
Mm-hmm.
than the growth mindset and like looking for opportunities to evolve. Well, we're evolving either way. I guess some people don't evolve.
Some
Um,
people don't.
mhm.
Yeah.
Which
Because it
is
is
their
easier to
choice.
stay asleep. It is a choice. Everything's a choice, right? That's why we're
Mhm.
bringing plant medicine to America.
Wink.
Wink.
It's a choice.
Yeah.
um,
So, yeah. So there is one other thing that I wanted to share before we actually drop in, because I was sitting here and I've been in this creative, like constant creative channel, to where it hasn't felt like, though, intentionally for me. It's felt more so like for the collective and what I'm sharing outwardly, like on my social media and stuff. Um, so I just really like sat down and I took a moment for myself. And what came through right away, because my clairvoyance is just like insane. It's like it was like this dancer, and she was spinning around, spinning around, spinning around, and like the more she spun, like this dress starts growing off of her, and it's like all these beautiful flowers of things, and she's just like spinning, 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 and I realized what it was. The dress became the dress that I wore on the last birthday that I spent home with my family. I don't know how young I was. My nephew would have just been born, so it was like 3 years ago. And the dress, I'm very fashion forward. I love funky clothes. It was like it was it was beautiful. And my dad saw the dress and he said, "That's what you're wearing." And I I felt so much shame. I felt like a little girl again. And it's like that was something that just I've recently healed. And I know that's why it's come up because it's like why my father has just been so has struggled so much with my beauty, you know? And
Mhm.
so I actually at that time, and this is something I regret, is that I actually went and I changed my clothes on my birthday. I changed out of my birthday dress.
Mm.
So the message was to be fully in your birthday dress. And that's like where I am in my life right now. And it's like what the healing I'm doing with the masculine is that I actually really wanted to share this like today, what I just experienced with my dad,
Yeah.
um, whether he's receptive to it or not. Um, and like I really just want to like write a letter about that, and I hope that it's a really healing thing. Um, the healing that we do heals our lineage,
Totally.
and um, you know, I think a lot of the times we think more so about like our matrilineal lineage,
Mhm.
but our dads, like we need to heal the masculine, so it's also our job to really make sure that we're taking a look at that side too, and healing that duality within ourselves.
Totally. I think with that too, it's so funny. I feel like we're in such a similar wavelength. We'll have vibes. Like I went on a walk with my dad yesterday and like had just like a similar insight on like the healing work and how it affects your family and even just
Yeah.
the power of intention. Like making an intention that the work you're doing benefits everyone in your lineage and your line too. And I think just that added punch like sends it through the quantum web and can really just uplift your whole network.
Mhm. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So it's beautiful. Dads need healing too. Dads might need healing the most. Let's be real.
I hope to give dads tools to
Yeah.
heal. That's what I really hope for. I
Yeah,
really
dude.
do.
Oh my gosh. And maybe like speaking on YouTube is a good place to touch fathers because I feel like in my like massage healing practice working with men, it's always like they always want to get romantic. And it's uncomfortable. It's like having to set those boundaries like no, dude, I'm just your masseuse. Can we leave it at that?
Such an intimacy wound. It makes me want to just live in one of those like cultures, those tribes in the middle of the jungle where like a female body is not inherently pornographic.
Yeah.
And like, you know, I've been like in that world. And so it's just like I just want to be revered as a freaking like life portal.
Yeah.
Like,
Right?
that's what we really
Hallelujah.
yeah, like come on, men.
It's bizarre. And energetically what's happening in America with the way we're having sex is like so bad. It is like so not it's not the way we're supposed to be connecting. I'm sorry. I've been doing some womb
No.
work and I'm like what is this? What
I know. I can't even right now. And it's like I actually almost have to laugh because it's like I can't even go there. I'm like, I'm just gonna start with a beautiful self-love practice and that's where I'm gonna just stay for a while, you know, because I can't even delve in. And now with these shifts in consciousness, it's like the men, they're experiencing it, but they don't know what to do. And that's probably what your massage clients is happening because they're like, oh, you've activated them with your goddess codes, but they're like, oh, this must be sexual because that's like the only thing I know how to do. Sorry, man, but you know, like
yeah.
that's like your conditioning.
It's so yeah, and it's also just I feel like it's the collective aura. Like I did like this collective healing the other day and I scanned the aura of the collective dude. It was like no crown, huge head, huge like just total triangle, like so much root energy.
Ew, that's
Which is
bad.
just it's just out of balance. It's like we
It's
just
just
need
out
to
of
like
balance.
bring it
And I
up to
know
the
it's not
heart, connect to
objective.
the crown.
Yeah. Yeah, I have
But
to not say
anyways,
it's bad. You know, it's not bad. It is very imbalanced,
yeah.
extremely bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
We'll
anyways, tangent. You
use
know,
humor.
it actually connects to surrender for me a lot. It's like when you mentioned surrender as a topic, I was like, you know what? Surrender. It's like, who are we surrendering to? What are we surrendering to? And is it like, I feel like there's contingencies to surrender. Like you need to feel safe. There needs to be trust. Because if not, it's like it feels more like a loss of power.
Right, exactly. And that's not how it's supposed to feel. There shouldn't be control. It's
Right.
like there should be a, I don't know how I even want to describe it. Like a flow of energies, like an intermingling. Like I'm sure there's a word. It's an alchemy.
It's almost like surrendering to unity too, right?
Yeah.
It's like instead of
Yeah.
being this push
Right.
pull. Yeah.
Exactly. A power dynamic. And we're not meant to do that. It's women are water and like men are supposed to be the glass. Like that's how it's supposed to be. And like we have biological roles. And if we can really like, what would be simple? You know what we should do? Okay, we're gonna write maybe we'll just make a manifesto. No. Okay. It'll be
I'm down. Let's
it's
do
like
it.
it'll be like a how to return to caveman life 101. And then like
Yeah.
in our current society, like how do you do more things? Because I've had women approach me and they're like, how do I access my divine feminine? And I'm like, that's a real question. Like,
Yeah.
go make yourself tea, like revere yourself, do some type of ritual. And because it's really just about reverence and like I don't know if people know this or not, but in feng shui, like if a woman's just laying around doing nothing, it actually attracts wealth into the home. It's really
Oh, I feel really a lot better about my summer so far. There's been hours where
no, nothing. The art of doing nothing. Wu Wei,
true, Wu Wei. Maybe we should write something because I've been reflecting like this. I mean, for a long time on my sexual journey, but it's like the sexual healing energy has been a huge like foundational piece of my 20s, and I do feel inspired, and I feel like I have found some real keys to embodiment and feminine empowerment. So maybe we should co-write something.
I agree. I think really too, it's just about being able to bring yourself back down into your body, which is
Yeah.
the hardest thing because we're in the survival mode. It's freaking like reptile brain. We're like fight or flight. Like if you're up here, you're not going to be able to feel down there. Like it's just you're not.
True.
And so it's a practice. It has to be creating your own safety for yourself.
Totally. One thought on that too, like with the embodiment piece, it's like we are electrical beings too. And so I feel like there can be like shortages in your energy body, which can also prevent it. So it's a matter of like recircuiting energy and like opening new flows and yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I love going just to stand in the grass and, like letting the current of energy come up through your left side and circle around and wash and clean everything as it goes back out your, masculine side. So that's just like, you do it 5 minutes, you feel like a whole new human. Like it resets your whole day. And like people don't know that they're taking on how they're disrupting their electromagnetic fields just with their screens.
Yeah.
All day. Your body can only hold so much electromagnetic field load.
Totally.
You have to discharge it into the ground.
It's almost feels like a responsibility because to write about it, because it's like I feel like it's like codes of being human that people just don't know. And so they're walking around.
Codes of being human.
Okay.
It's on. We're co-writing our first project.
Dude, honestly, I feel like it's gonna happen pretty fast. Even just getting the transcript of this, it's like that's already
an
outline.
Totally.
Codes of being human.
Yes.
You can have like different. Let's like channel the whole thing too.
Oh, yes.
Use our experience, like our own wisdom that we've cultivated, and then as well as connecting in with like divine guidance.
It's on. We're in the flow. We're surfing the flow. This is the open flow. I feel like we are channeling. Like I feel like I don't even need to drop in. Like today, I'm just like, what else could we get? You want to go?
I feel like dropping in is just like what's the word? I want to say casualty, but it's not. That's not it. It's like
that's the wrong word.
It's not that word.
No, we're already in.
Anyways, let's not lose it with this train of thought.
Stop there.
Let's just stay in the flow. See where it goes. Um,
Right. No, I feel like this entire episode is like channeled so far.
I think it's pretty fire, actually.
Hey, girl.
It's funny,
Yeah.
like seeing how our energy, we've only been doing this a few weeks, but like each week I feel like it's taken a different signature and just honoring like that, the authenticity and transparency of that. It's like we are in changing times and we got a new moon today.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's something else we should talk about.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
funny because you
So,
and I both couldn't fall asleep till 2 a.m. last night.
yeah. Were
Like,
you like sleepless trying to sleep or were you just occupied doing things?
it was a bit of both because I knew that I was tired and I knew that I had to get up at 9 o'clock this morning to go meet and have like tea with an amazing friend that I just met. She, you would love this. It's like a tea and coffee cafe, but it's also an apothecary.
Ooh.
Yeah. And so it has like all the herbal things. Like I stocked up on a few like items while I was there. It was like I was really looking forward to this morning. So I'm like, I need a rest. But yeah, I was creating because I haven't been able to like I don't want to try and get out of the channel, right? And it
Right.
energizes me. So I'm like, I may as well just stay in it. Like time, there's no such thing as time anyways. And since I'm a woman, gonna be resting all day tomorrow while
Yeah.
I create. That's all I'm supposed to do.
Two thoughts there.
Yeah.
One is like, what an ultimate freedom to be able to stay up at 2 a.m. until 2 a.m. and create with no outside pressure or like people you live with. Like, I love that freedom of
Mhm.
being an independent woman. And then the other thing, when I was talking to my guides earlier this week, they were laughing at us as like humans being the timekeepers. They were like, you guys really like, you're the timekeepers. Like, you
Yeah.
really, you know, do
Yeah.
schedules and manage time. And that's like one
I
way
don't do
to,
it. I don't do it.
no.
That's something I've surrendered. No.
Oh,
Speak
dude,
of surrender.
I'm on cosmic time. Like, I'm
Yeah.
in my charts every day looking
Mhm.
at cycles, but not so much like linear time.
No. This morning though, because normally, and this is a habit, like a healthy woman work habit that I have, I do not schedule anything before 11 a.m. Never, because women are meant to be more productive in the latter half of the day. So today I was like, I had this date with my friend at 9 a.m. So I actually set an alarm. It was like, I mean, I was up before it because like I do have an internal circadian clock, and I told myself, okay, get up at this time. My alarm went off, and it was like the most abrasive thing, and it brought me back to like, because I never set an alarm, never,
Right.
and times of my life where I did, and how I felt then, and how I felt so detached
Mm.
because when you're doing that as a woman, like we're meant to wake up with the sun, like we are meant to, and you're like we're supposed to get more sleep than men. We need more sleep than men.
I
I'm just
feel
not.
that.
I just grieved past versions of myself too that was locked into corporate America, that was locked into, you know, being unfortunately in abusive relationships where I was made to get up at the same time, with an ex partner. Oh yeah, super, super
I just
bad.
felt that in like the back thigh area, like right below the glute. Just saying.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe
Huh.
a pigeon pose.
Yeah, it's probably trauma still stuck in my hips, although I try to vision it out all the time.
Dude, it's constant.
More. Wait, you got it on your masculine side?
The left, no, left side.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, 'cause normally I struggle more in pigeon with my right side.
Hmm. You know, sometimes with the body too, it's like it's all connected and it might be something, it might actually be something like in your right rib, but it's because of the way, things connect. Like,
Yeah,
that's what's fascinating about, I guess it'll be in codes of being human, unlocking energy
I guess it will. I am
in your
super excited to
body.
talk about our own bodies while we're channeling that too, and maybe what's still in
Yeah.
there. Like I sometimes feel like I don't shake enough. Like I can't. Like, have you had? I'm sure you've had craniosacral done.
Yeah. Not too much, just a few times, like by
Yeah.
friends casually.
Right. Yeah, I kind of had like similarly. My one most recent session when I was in Guatemala at my friend's retreat center. Um, he asked me, he's like, "Why are you He's like, you brace your front body. He could tell that from me just like laying down and whatever he was doing.
Mhm.
I don't fully understand it, whatever, but everything he said was accurate. And in that moment, I remembered like parts of my birth story with my daughter that I forgot. And it
Mm.
was like, it was birth trauma. Like, I really struggled
Wow.
to deliver the placenta. Like, it was like, oh my gosh. There was things that I just like, whoa. And then when I stood up, I felt like I had a postural correction. Like I was no longer bracing
Yeah.
and I was open. It was the wildest thing.
That's powerful. That makes me think of like one reason why like postpartum care is so essential for mothers. Like in our society, I feel like we've got it so wrong that we just like they go home and they just are trying to do it with their husband. Like, no, you need your village there to like love on you and give you massage and help you like heal from that stuff. Like I would love to see that shift.
More of that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely in my closer circles, my friend just had a baby and she was so blessed. It's like she's in Guatemala too at the
Mm,
retreat center and it's like so she had all the like little Guatemalan medicine women and
beautiful.
around her the midwives and I delivered naturally in a freestanding birth center and
Awesome.
no meds, none. Like I wanted to give her the most peaceful, best experience that I could and yeah, it was beautiful. My mom was with me for the 11 days after she was born. And
Oh,
then they came to my house for wellness checks. They came for a month
oh, cool.
instead of you having to go there. So it was like, but yeah, there's so much more that I wish that I would have, you know, had. But
Yeah.
do the
That's
best we
one of
can.
that's one of my missions in life as like a doula is to help be the
Your
change.
doula.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I've
And
imagined myself like delivering babies in foreign countries like late like as a crone.
oh my gosh, cool. You know my
Yeah,
one of my dreams, I'm just going to share it here.
please.
One of my dreams that's come to me is like a holistic birthing center, which
Mhm.
is like it's this whole vision, but it's essentially like, there's birthing pools and gardens and like
Mhm.
bungalows for mothers and babies and you could do cooking classes and just like helping just like nest people, like while they're pregnant and then afterwards and just having that like village support of healers, and it could also be a retreat center, like you could have people and then like maybe the birthing is off in the woods a little bit.
Yeah, well, that's how it should be. And like, so where I delivered my daughter, it was in the woods, but it was also like, it was a facility, right? But there was
Yeah.
a breathing pool and the room was not like, I could have never delivered at a hospital. It's so bad. Don't even get me started on
The
that.
lights, dude, and the sounds.
Don't even get me started. I will go on a rant that will never end. So yeah, it was a beautiful room. It was like the most peaceful bedroom. They had aromatherapy going. There was a queen size bed because you get to sleep there, with your
Mhm.
partner and your baby in the bed, like after.
Awesome.
There's a birthing tub and it's beautiful. It's like the most
Yeah.
comforting, like womb like space for that,
Mhm.
experience. And then they bring you smoothies like while you're in labor and like they make you beautiful breakfast in the morning. Like how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
I just hate how the Western world has made birth a business. It disgusts me to the cells of my being.
And they're not even doing a good job.
No.
Like it's just a profit business. Like they don't even, and it's honestly like I saw some. It's really like a torture mechanism what they do to the babies. It's like that is so it's so terrible. Like to just cut the cord, put stuff in their eyes. It's like it's really. I feel like it's really not good. Not serving
No.
us. But we're so complacent, and women have been so conditioned to like not trust their body. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
it's like they don't even I think there's like a lack of belief in self and the woman's body, and
Mhm.
it's pretty heartbreaking.
Yeah. It's because women have been disempowered by Western medicine to fear birth, to fear pain, to think that you need a medication for everything, for something. One of the most psychedelic experiences that your body inherently knows.
Yeah.
you know? And it's like the first gynecologists were men. Like,
Perverts.
gross.
Yeah.
Exactly. Ew. Ugh.
One time yeah, we don't even need to go into all of it.
Yeah.
But I am reading a book right now. It's called Portal, and it's a guide to like orgasmic birth.
Wow. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
it's literally a psychedelic. It's like a psychedelic experience, like Portal.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I can tell you, I attest to that. Like labor, I was in a trance, like complete trance. Like your
Wow.
body just knows how to handle the pain, and it's you have to surrender and just let it occur.
Yeah.
Like it's wild.
I think what happens when you don't surrender, though, is that it becomes more painful. And part of that is like softening and relaxing. Like, I think women, especially, and men definitely, like, we're not taught how to relax. It's not encouraged, it's shamed, and it is essential. It is so
Considered
essential.
luxury. Like what the
Wait, what?
right? Like I'm like that's why with my sisterhood retreats I want to make it affordable so people feel like, oh, this is just like a club that I can go to, like once a
Right.
month, because it shouldn't be that way. It's supposed to be how you live.
I know, I know.
Here.
That's one thing. That's like a blessing of like global travel is that you see most other cultures
Like most.
relaxed, like
Like
way more relaxed.
and we laugh because it's like the Instagram trend of the amount of propaganda that it took to make people believe that this is normal and acceptable and like okay.
Yeah, I think it feels like probably started in the 50s here. Like
Yeah.
it's been like 70 years in the making, which is
Yeah.
why boomers are so challenging because they're like it as far as
Our parents.
I think our moms are Gen X,
Yeah.
which I I don't even know.
Um, I don't know. I give my mother so much grace because it's like, I think, and that I really started to realize that when I became a mom because it was like, we literally can only do the best we can with the tools we have. That's it. And if somebody doesn't have a toolbox, like, oh my
Yeah,
God.
dude.
I don't know how I'm here today. Like, but I am. So,
Yeah. Yeah, I just had the idea too about just like the whole thing about empowerment and like
well,
helping uplift humanity. It's like giving people the tool, like help giving them some tools and toolboxes. It's like,
yeah.
hey, here you go.
Right, exactly. Do this. You feel so much better. Okay, great.
But
Like,
ultimately, like you can give someone all the tools you have and show them how to use it, but they have to choose to use it. You
right,
know?
exactly. Yeah, I just hope to package it really well. I'm like, you will not even realize what is happening to you.
Right.
Like, I will make this feel so good that you will not even know. And then I will coach you through integration, and you will never stop, and your life will change forever.
Right? The rebirth, it's like that process does it for me. It's like, yeah, I love
Yeah,
it.
right. Yeah. And rebirth over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And rebirth is painful too, just like birth, and you
Oh,
don't
yeah.
always know. And it's like, you might feel it coming, and then the moment comes, and it's like, okay, time to be reborn. And
Yeah.
like in my experience of rebirth, like it involves pain.
It does involve pain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, coming back around to plant medicine, like my first sit with ayahuasca, it was like, I felt like I was in labor, But at the
Wow.
same time, I was seeing visions of everything that I had repressed and the grief that I hadn't felt and everything that needed to come loose from me.
Hmm.
And so it was like that. And like that portal, like there is a sound, there was a labor sound, like that came out during my sit with Aya. And I have a friend who is a music artist, and he has a song. It's called Rem Uno Prevunsumga. Do you know who Saint Finnegan is?
I don't think so.
Okay. So I
Okay.
reached out to him and I'm like, what does this song mean? Because the resonance that I'm having is like insane and I can't even place it. But it's become like my prayer, you know?
Yeah.
And he's like, Elle, he's like, I think that you're evolved enough to know that, like, you know, to understand this. And he's like, this is my most overlooked album. And it comes only to those people that like truly
Mm-hmm.
know, right? And he's like, this is soul language. This is why you can't find what it means or what the lyrics are on the internet. He's like, and this is what came to me during my sit with ayahuasca.
That's beautiful.
It was, yeah, I was like, that's exactly what it is. It's a birth, it's rebirth. It's like, it's labor. It's like, and to hear a man singing it, oh my gosh. I'll share it with you. Actually, we should link it below and when we're
Yeah,
done.
let's link it. What's it? What's the artist? Just send it to me after this, and then
Yeah, I will.
I'll
Yeah,
play it.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Ooh,
That's
what a
inspiring.
call.
I was just
Yeah.
listening today. I'm listening to an audiobook about shamanism, and they talk about how singing is absolutely essential to the path, and
I just
we should
started
be
singing in my
singing.
ceremonies.
Beautiful.
Yes,
Congratulations.
thank you.
Yeah, and they say like we all carry like soul songs within us that want to, it's our medicine. And
Mhm.
so, yeah.
Wow. Oh, that just made me feel really nice. Thank you.
Yeah. For me, that's one of my deepest wounds. My mom always told me I was tone deaf, but she's tone deaf.
Yeah.
She was just projecting.
It was one of my deepest wounds too. And I'm a musician, and my sister was always the singer. But I always felt that that was the instrument that made me feel most free because it was coming
Yeah.
from my heart, you know. But yeah, I similarly, I had a friend tell me that I couldn't sing at all, you know, and like still that teenage version of
Yeah.
myself. But like since I've gone on to heal my, you know, throat chakra and heart chakra wounds around that, and I've performed on stages and like really in this next year, that's another one of my goals to actually write spiritual music this next
Cool,
year.
dude. Yeah. Let's do it in Peru.
Oh yes! Oh my gosh! We have alpacas around us while we're doing it.
Dude, this is gonna be the best music video. I'm a I'm a pretty good lyricist too. Like
I
I'll
know
have
you
lines
are.
come to me all the time.
Okay, it's already done. This is
Oh my
already
god.
a divine partnership of our own. This is our own. We are divine union.
Yeah.
Buddy agrees.
It's true. And it like how beautiful to co-create in like that in a
Yeah,
safe relationship too where it's not so like whatever. But
right.
I think I
Very
just
true.
saw an album flash across.
Yeah, it's all flashing. My whole future now.
Pathway open.
Right. I think this is our best call yet.
Definitely. Yeah. We're in the
Yeah,
flow for sure.
for
So
sure. Okay,
maybe
do we
we
want to say goodbye to everyone?
yeah, let's wrap it up.
Okay.
Any final thoughts?
Oh my gosh, we covered so much, and it was all just like a river.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel really, really good. How about you?
I feel good about it too. I'm looking at my notes. I feel like got it covered and just like an invitation to whoever's listening, what do you need to surrender and like
Right.
where's that
Thank you.
resistance within yourself and how can you
Yeah.
like meet yourself there in softness and tenderness and build
Yeah.
trust like with yourself first.
Right. And I would actually challenge the people watching if, you know, they struggle with being vulnerable or they're also having throat, you know, or heart chakra connection issues to actually share. Maybe it's your first time that you share, but you never know what's going to happen. Vulnerability is a superpower. You never know what's
True.
going to happen when you share. It's a
And
beautiful thing.
if you don't know where to share, leave it in the comments.
Right. And we'll tell you. Oh. We're
Remember to like
safe.
and subscribe.
Right. Like and subscribe. Okay, cool. All right. Ta-ta, everyone.
Bye guys.
Bye.